What's up YouTube, it's VC back here for my first taper video that I'm going to do with the Royal Clip clippers, and I'm going to show you how to get it done. So first I'm going to start with the no guard on the clipper, and with no guard I'm just going to open it up all the way and take down the desired length around the bottom half of the taper on the neck, just so I can have a clean area for when I get ready to flush it all out with the 1.5, just so I can have an even like gradient 1.5 texture to work with and fade from there. So the thing is too, with curly hair, you have to have a clipper that's going to cut, and I definitely think these would be it. So after that, you see me attaching the 1.5 again, like I was saying before, and making sure I get everything flush, clean everything out, knock all the extra hair that's grown out, especially under the underneath right here, right along the ear, and along up in this nook and cranny right at the center of the back of the head too. But the main thing is when you're making your even palette to start your like blending with, it's not necessarily about getting the whole entire head looking and matching the same, because you're going to detail that later on, and when you're detailing, you'll see from dropping down from the 1.5 to the 1 and the 0.5 that you'll have multiple of chances to clean it up. So now I'm going to take the trimmer and I'm going to do my outline. My outline is going to consist of me going like right below the tip of the ear, as you can see, and I'm going to do this on both sides to make sure you have the clean appearance and you have a great view of the transition from bald all the way up to faded. So I'm going to go from the 0.5 to the 1 to the 1.5, and I'm going to follow each process now going up blending. So when you see the detail in the haircut, it doesn't start with you just going in and just scraping back and forth, scraping back and forth, back and forth. It mainly starts from you knocking down the hair, setting up a nice clean palette, and then taking the steps from dark to light or light to dark, depending on if you fade up or if you fade down. Me, I think I do more of a mixture. Now with the guard open, I'm gonna take the one guard, make sure the clipper is completely open, and I'm gonna attack that bottom line. Now, a lot of new barbers that come out of barber school or just beginning in shops, I get a lot of questions from them asking me, how do you know when to open? How do you know when to close? How do you know when to put it in the middle? Your notches on your clipper will tell you, but it's not the notches that'll tell you, and it's not like someone you see on YouTube, Instagram, or wherever you may be getting your content from to learn how to cut or to shadow someone how to cut. But it more so comes from the technique and how many repetitions you got. And when I say repetitions, you can watch 30 videos, you can stand there and watch 20 people cut. Till you get your hands on a head and you start feeling how the head reacts towards the clippers, the guards that you have, because every clipper and every guard is different. Every manufacturer does not follow the same layout and has different things that they do to make their products unique, and that's what your cut should be on every person, unique. So here you also see me applying some oil sheen just so I can make sure the scalp is moist, nice and shiny, so I can see what I'm cutting. But after I do that, I'm gonna knock the hair down, and then I'm gonna start applying with the 0.5 guard. I'm gonna go open, close with that, and I'm gonna do as much detail as possible with this. Now, you may see me going a little bit higher, but the weight that I'm putting on the head and the pressure that I'm applying to his head, I'm pulling back a little bit more just so I don't cut as much. But I'm also trying to knock out, if you can see like right where the clipper is right above it, there's a little bit of dark spots. Now, like I said, each head is different, and you'll have to find the correct pressure, the correct angle, the correct like brush strokes, comb strokes to make that hair look unique. But you'll be able to do it because it's simple, it's easy. There's about 15 million trillion barbers in the world, and why wouldn't you be able to? Look, if I believe in you, I know you can do it. So here go the rest. Knock it over on the left and the right, making sure that each one is evened out, and with them both being evened out, I want to make sure that I'm able to catch an even tone, as you see here, and repeated steps of brushing your hair down or combing the hair down to get a nice even texture so you can see what you're working with and see and knock away the debris that's been there. And again, I want to add that once you're doing this and you're rolling around with the clipper on the back of the neck or even on the side of the head, wherever you'll be doing your fading that, this is the part where you're going to be detailing. So a keen eye to see where dark spots are dark, light spots shouldn't be brushed over again. It's going to be something that's going to be very important, because soon you're about to get to the no guard, and with that 0.5 you're able to like determine what spots need to be knocked out before you start hitting that invisible like baseline that everyone tries to knock out, the one infamous one that everyone always can't do in the beginning, but once you get it, it gets easier and easier every time. So you're going to keep following your same process. While you're following that process, just don't chase your line up. That's a big thing that a lot of people do, chase the line up and feel like the clipper is going to knock it in. Just rub over that part, and if you don't feel like you're getting it, maybe switch to another clipper or open and close your clipper blade a little bit more, but you do not need to go past like mid-level with the ear. So bam, that's what's going to look like right there. And then if you start doing your trimmer work to make sure your fresh lines around the head to box out that fade are really, really dominant and really, really sharp, because like I always tell my clients, the back of their taper is something that people are going to always remember you as, because if it's fresh when you get there in the front, then it looks good when you leave. That's always going to make sure they always look at you and say, dang, that's a nice cut. So when you're giving your good cut and you're making sure your clients look good, just remember, as you're fading, do your process, don't speed up, don't try to chase anyone else's technique, create your own, and make sure it looks good not only for you but for them.